We are here with five-time Country Music Ontario Award nominee, Nicole Rayy. Welcome to Primetime Local News. It's an absolute pleasure to get you on. How are you doing? How was your weekend? How's your week starting out?
Great, great. Thanks so much for having me, Sarah. It's always nice chatting with you. And it's a bit of a rainy, sad-looking day here today. So this is always a nice way to bring some sunshine to the day.
It definitely brings some sunshine into our world as well. It is fantastic to get you on. So, you are new to our viewers and our listeners. So, tell us a bit more about you and your music.
Well, I have been in the country industry for almost 12 years now. I have four different records of music you can check out across all the streaming platforms. And of course, I have a brand new single out right now called Guilty. I'm obsessed with the color purple, if you can't tell from the hair and the surroundings. And other than music, I am obsessed with watching Friends, and I could probably quote the whole thing.
It's a really funny show. It is so good. Now, what is also awesome is your Harmonia Fest. So we got to talk more about that and how you came up with this.
Yeah, I mean, it started back in 2019. I was just kind of looking at, all the posters that were coming out for upcoming festivals for the year, and it was just seeing a lack of females, especially a lack of female headliners, or even some that just like were lacking in females altogether. And I was so frustrated. I remember calling my mom and being like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm never gonna get on any of these if they don't want any females. And I think, we need to see some change. And I don't know how to do that. And she was like, well, what if you just start your own? And I was like, yeah, okay, because you can just start your own festival. But turns out you can, with a lot of hard work and a lot of help from some amazing people who have helped me make this happen. And we're gearing up for our fifth Harmonia Fest this summer.
That is so exciting. And I've seen it grow and I've seen what you've done with it over the last several years. You've got an independent and emerging female artists on those posters and on those stages. And also, you've thrown in some men in there who've been great supporters of women in the industry as well. So, in your opinion, what can festivals do? What can media do? And what can radio do to better support women in the music industry?
We just need to hear them. This has always been my theory. I think, we tend to gravitate towards the music that we know, right? I mean, even when you hear a song on the radio for the first time, maybe you're like, meh, whatever. But then the more you hear it, you're like, oh, I love this song. Like, now I know all the words. This is such a jam. And I think for some reason, we just are failing to give opportunities to women. We're failing to put them on the radio or put them on the festival lineup. But then it's so easy for people to be like, "Oh, well, that's not what the audience wants." Well, nobody's going to be demanding something they've never heard if they've never heard it. So I think really the secret is just giving more opportunities for women to be heard. There are so many talented females, especially in country music, especially in Canada. And I think if we just gave more opportunities for these women to be heard, then they would definitely be in demand.
I fully agree with that. And with that, before we talk about your latest release, Guilty, where can everybody find out more about you and get your music?
So you can check it out on my website, which is Nicole Ray with two Y's.com. I'm also on all the social media platforms at Nicole Ray with two Y's music. And of course, all my music is across the streaming platforms. So Apple Music, Google, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, all the things. You can find it on across all the platforms. So check it out, please.
Definitely recommend it, checking it out. I feel like your 2024 is going to be massive because your latest song, Guilty, it is a powerhouse of a song. It is bold, it is sassy, and you just feel your emotion when you listen to it. So tell us a bit more about how this song came to be and the writing process behind it.
Well, first of all, thank you. I love that review of it. I'm all for a sassy song, and this one definitely is. I wrote this with the producer of the song, Douglas Romano, and another artist who formerly went by Crystal Lee, but she now goes by Audi. She actually just dropped a new single as well, so you can go check that out. I went into this kind of with this mindset of all of this court jargon that is in the song, of course. And it was because I was watching this TV show where the character is like a legal clerk in the show. So I was just like in the mindset this day for court, and I went into the write and I was like, I really want to write a love song, but I don't know how to pair this imagery with the idea of a love song. And Crystal made some kind of joke about how, oh, well, we've all been in that like passionate love where it feels so good, it seems like it should be illegal. And I was like, that's it. That's exactly what I'm feeling right now. And so we sort of, paired those ideas together, and Guilty was born.
It is a fabulous, fabulous song, and I'm so excited that it's out in the world. So, everybody, get Guilty wherever you get your songs now. Nicole, it was an absolute pleasure getting to chat with you today. Is there anything else you want to mention or talk about?
I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who supported the song thus far. I really, really appreciate it. I love seeing all of my fans, just everything that they post online and where they're listening and how they're listening. So thank you so much. And thank you, Sarah, for making the time to chat with me. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure.